Hi folks, how you doing? My name's Alan Abbasi. I'm at the Fender booth at January NAMM 2017. I'm standing in front of our new exotic collection wall. This is our limited edition series for the year. It consists of 9 new models that are going to ship once a month starting in April through to the end of the year. A lot of these models are based on our popular series like American Elite, American Professional, and American Vintage. And the theme here is that we're using unique and unusual woods for all these guitars. They are very limited, so there's only going to be 300 units of each model sold around the world, so they're definitely going to be collectible. Let's talk about some of the more unique woods. On the end here, you're panning, you see some Malaysian blackwood on the top there. This next strat that you'll see is going to be a Shedua top strat. So we've always liked to play around with different kinds of woods aside from the typical alder and ash that we use. And we have a department that's constantly looking for new and unique woods. And this is a fine example of us doing that. If you want to pan down towards the end here, the really interesting stuff is when we get into the rescued and reclaimed wood. Some of my favorite for the limited collection are these pine guitars. We have a source that discovered a building in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, that was the building of the Buckstaff Furniture Company. It was being deconstructed, and we reclaimed all this pine from the wood beams of the roof. And as you can see, because it's reclaimed, you can see all these beautiful inconsistencies in the wood from when it was actually being used in the structure. Knot holes, you might see some nail holes. We have a Strat, a Tele, and a Jazzmaster, all using this reclaimed pine. The pine comes from the late 1800s, so it's over 100 years old, and it's just beautiful looking. It's resonant, it's been aged, and it sounds great. So that's the theme here with the exotic collection, popular instruments using all these unique and interesting woods. We're in the offset series area, so I'm just going to run you through some of the models. Backstory here is that Leo Fender always offered student models for people that were just beginning or people that had smaller hands and had trouble with the larger guitars. So all these guitars are unique because they are short scale. That means from the nut to the bridge, it's a lot less length than it is on a Strat or Tele. So it's a little easier to get around, navigate the fretboard, a little easier to wrap your hand around the neck. The body is a little smaller, so it's easier to get around. And we have a few models that harken back to vintage models that Leo Fender made. So, starting on the left here, we've got the classic Mustang. It comes with 2 single coils on this model. All the models have modern necks that are 9.5-inch radius with medium jumbo frets. You can see we're offering some unique colors. This is a new color down here, the olive. And we kind of simplified the electronics on here, so we have a modern 3-way switch, and they're all hardtail for extra stability, so there's no tuning issues if you're a beginner. The next model here is the Duo Sonic HS. You'll notice that the Duo Sonic features this larger guard that encapsulates all the controls, a really unique look. This humbucker model actually has a coil split, so you can split the humbucker, so you actually get a nice wide variety of tones. And again, you see all these really neat colors, surf green and Daphne blue, obviously some vintage Fender colors there. This model is the Mustang 90, so it's got soap bar style pickups, which have a really nice in between a single coil and humbucker sound. They get a lot of nice grind out of them. Each model is specific to rosewood or maple, so rosewood only on the Mustang 90 here. On this wall, you can see the Duo Sonics. These are the single coil versions. Again, all 9.5-inch radius with medium jumbo frets. And these very bright, fun colors. Capri orange seems to be a very popular color right now. And then we're offering a short scale Mustang bass that has a very versatile PJ configuration. So you have a precision bass pickup and a jazz bass pickup. And again, it's a modern C neck with 9.5-inch radius, short scale, and all these awesome colors, Torino red, Sonic blue, and Olympic white. These were all launched kind of mid last year, and they're enjoying some pretty nice success right now. They're fun to play, they sound great. That's the new Offset series released last year from Fender. What I'm holding here is a new American Professional Jazzmaster. The new American Professional series features contemporary versions of all our classic models. One of the coolest things about it this year is that we've added modern Jaguars and Jazzmasters to the line. Our goal here was to have a Jazzmaster that looks nice and cool and vintage, but has some modern upgrades for playability and tone. So let's talk about that real quick. All the new American Professional guitars have this new deep C neck shape, which is very comfortable and tapers from a skinny to a fatter profile. They all have new V-Mod pickups, which are our best vintage pickups that we make, modified. And then on the Jazzmaster and Jaguar in particular, we modified the bridge so it works a little better. Gone are the threaded saddles, and what we have here are chrome-plated brass saddles. They're a lot more stable, the string doesn't pop out as much, and we actually made the diameter of each barrel different so that it matches the 9.5-inch modern radius of the neck. Also, we decided to use a screw-in arm on the tremolo so the arm doesn't pop out. Other features would include taller frets, so it's a lot easier to bend a note. This is a beautiful new color called Mystic Seafoam. It's kind of modern take on the seafoam green. And again, we didn't really offer a modern style Jag or Jazz in the US line for a long time, so this is really exciting. This plays just like a modern guitar should, but it sounds and looks just like a classic Jazzmaster. We've simplified the controls a little bit here. That's obvious that we just use a 3-way toggle here, but that's the new American Professional Jazzmaster. What I'm holding here is a brand new American Professional Series Stratocaster. This year for Fender, the American Professional Series is brand new. It's our biggest, newest thing. What we strove to do was to make classic models in a contemporary fashion. That means easier playability, better tone. So some of the shared updates that we did to all the guitars include new neck shapes, bone nuts, treble bleeds on all the volumes of all the guitars, our new V-Mod pickups. A lot of models feature our new Shawbucker humbucking pickup, and we've got a lot of cool new colors. You're looking at antique olive on this rosewood board American Professional Strat. So there's a little something for everybody. We have new American Professional Jazz basses, P basses, new Telecasters with a new bridge, humbucker models, single coil models, everything that you would want from Fender, all in the new American Professional Series.